Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Ford. I am having some really bad energy issues too, but I'm having allergy issues. So my apologies in advance if I clear my throat a lot. I'm just having a lot of allergy issues today. Anyway, so you're here because you're taking a class that I teach where you're using Tableau. I'm not naming your class because I teach different classes at different universities and I wanted to make an agnostic video on Tableau. So, there used to be a way that you could go and get an academic version. You just signed up and gave them your university and they gave you a 12-month license for Tableau. They no longer do that. Now, they still give you a free license, but you have to do it under Tableau Public. So, Google Tableau Public. When you do, it comes up right here. Click on this button that comes up. There you go. Ta-da! I am already signed into mine. Ooh, let me sign out. Do I need to sign out? Sign out. Because I want you to be on the, there you go. This is the page I want you to be on. Okay. All you have to do is click sign up. Right here. Sign up. You can use whatever email address. I don't think they care anymore. I usually tell students to use their university email address because that used to give you some extras. I don't know if it does or not. Again, if you got a university email address, you're going to have it for life, unless you just don't want to use it anymore. Regardless, you put in your first name, your last name, your email, and set up password. Create my account. I think what happens, because it's been quite a while since I've done this, I think what happens, you get an email and says activate your account, and ta-da, you're there. So when you come in, you just sign in and ta-da, you've got your account. Okay? When you land here after you've signed in, there are two ways to use Tableau. Let's talk about the first way. Dr. Kim's preferred method for students. Click on Create, download Tableau Desktop Public Edition. That is the best way to use Tableau. Now, I also understand that you are going to probably face some students, not all. Try it. Try to download and install Tableau Public Edition. If you run into a snag, you don't have enough system resources, we can't install this on your computer. I don't know what other issues you might run into, but I've had students who've run into issues and they're like, oh no, Dr. Kim, what am I supposed to do? Well, never fear. You can use the web authoring tool. It doesn't matter what operating system you're using. It doesn't matter. You're using Tableau's web authoring on their servers, okay? So, I'm going to show you a few things here about this. Trying not to make this video too long, and I'm trying not to get deep into creating visualizations and such, but I got to do a few things to show you some stuff. Okay. In most of the classes that I teach, you're required to give me your Tableau file. Okay, Dr. Kim, how do I do that? I'm using the web authoring tool. Well, I'm going to show you how. Uh-oh. What are you doing there? I wasn't trying to render that viz. I was trying to do the web authoring tool. And, oh, it's going to make me sign back in. That's okay. No biggie. Okay. Well, I'm signing in. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so I clicked on create. Let me exit the web authoring tool, that silly thing. Web authoring tool. All right, it comes up and it's going to show you there's data here. We don't want that data right now. So it comes up and it does. It looks just like the desktop version, except that you cannot do file save as in Tableau Public. Never worry. Don't worry. I got you. So first of all, let's go ahead and show you a few things. So I'm going to go get some data, new data source. So I click on data, new data source. Again, I've got other videos that show this. This is going to be fast and furious for a reason. So I've got this data set. It's hospital data. Okay. All right. So again, I'm going to get my data over there. I'm going to get my sheet going, and we're going to do it by, as it's importing the data up to Tableau server, the server on public. So it might take a second or two. Once it's loaded, you can see it. So, okay, again, I'm going to do some really quickie things. Hospital and ER visits by hospital. And this whole data set is only for 2025, so I don't have to have a date associated with it, right? So total ER visits, let me type that correctly. ER visits by hospital. Got it here. Okay. I'm going to do one more. And again, this is for the purposes. I will also say right here, right now, I have one class that I teach where the students know they're using Tableau Public, and the instructions in the assignment say, provide the instructor with the link to your Tableau Public file. If your instructions don't say that, just tune out for a minute. However, even if your instructions don't say that, you don't need to tune out because you're going to have to publish and then download. Let me click on a new sheet. So I want to do a chart based on the patient gender. They're my columns, and I'm going to do the ER visits on my rows, and now I have a bar chart, a quickie bar chart. Again, this is not the purpose of this, is a quick demonstration, not to go over data visualization strategies and blah, 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 blah. So visits by gender. Okay. All righty. Okay. So if you have to use Tableau Public and you're required to give your faculty member your Tableau file, here's what you're going to do. You've got your how many ever sheets you've got. So publish as. We're going to call this Kim's Data Detective. Yeah. Kim's Hospital data set. It's called Data Detective for a reason. I won't go into that. Here's what's important. Click on Show Sheets as tab. Before you click that Publish button, Show Sheets as tab. Do not click this button. If you embed the password for the data source, your faculty member cannot open that file. So leave this guy alone, okay? The only thing you do, name it, Show Sheets as tabs, publish, and there we go. So it's going to publish. Okay, Dr. Kim, how do I get my data, my Tableau file? Well, you can do this, potentially. Let's walk through this one. So right up here at the top, you can download an image. Oh, let me do that one real quick because that's important too. Sometimes you're required to put your images that you've generated into a report that you're doing. So if you click image right here, it's going to generate a beautiful little PNG file that you can insert into your report. Ta-da! It's all good. Usually goes into your download folder if you're using Windows. I'm not a Mac user. I don't know where it goes. You'll have to figure that out on your own. Okay. After I published it, not before, now I have the capability of downloading the Tableau workbook. Now let me show you what it did. It saved it as a TWBX file. Why is that important? Because that means the data is embedded in the workbook and your faculty member doesn't have to go hunt for your data source. So why is that important? Because some of you like to change things from the original data source, which is okay. Maybe you want to rename the columns or rename the fields, or you need to do this or you need to do that. I don't know, but if you ever futz with the data set and you turn it in and your faculty member tries to connect to the original data set that you were handed, there's a potential that your file may not display your charts in such correct way. So I've got this, my There it goes. Kim's hospital data set. I've clicked on that. As you can see, it's opening in Tableau right now. And I have right here the data. So Dr. Kim gets your data. She gets all of your sheets. Ta-da! So if you're having to use Tableau Public because you cannot install the desktop edition, that's how you will work on Tableau Public and get a download file. I wish you good luck, and that's it for this session.